6 days, almost 5 days to rapture time. I'm so excited. Who else is excited?
Oh boy, we're doing this again. So according to Rapture Talk, Jesus is coming back on Tuesday. Now, if you grew up with Rapture Theology or the Left Behind series, you know that we've been here before. And if you had Rapture nightmares like I did growing up, you may be entitled to compensation. Now, we know they've made this prediction for over 100 years, and they have been wrong 100% of the time. March 21st, 1843, when that didn't happen, they said 1844. 1914, when Israel was reestablished as a country, they thought that that was the prophetic countdown. The Jehovah's Witnesses thought it was 1975. Wisenau thought it was September of 1988. When that didn't happen, he said 89. And then 93, and then 94. Of course, Y2K in the year 2000, and then Harold Camping said it was going to be May 21st of 2011. When that didn't happen, he changed his story to October 21st, 2011. Where did this theology originate? Because it's a fairly new church doctrine. This originated in the 1830s with a man named John Nelson Darby, who taught what was called dispensationalism or dispensational premillennialism. He taught that there would be a secret rapture of true believers prior to the tribulation of the end times, and then after that tribulation, Jesus would return and establish his millennial kingdom. This was a deviation from original church doctrine that taught that the return of Christ and the summoning to heaven was all one big major event. When he started teaching this in the 1830s in the UK, it didn't take off very well, but when he started traveling to the United States in the 1860s and 70s, he eventually was not only able to take evangelical circles by storm, but he broke from the Church of Ireland and established his own cult. While many people consider this version of the rapture to be unbiblical, it took the U.S. by storm, and when it was referenced in the Scofield Reference Bible in 1909, it solidified it as true, absolute fact within evangelical rapture theology. Now, there's a few things to note here. One is that they've been 100% wrong 100% of the time, and the second is that in 1830 in Port Glasgow, Scotland, there was a 15-year-old girl named Margaret MacDonald who, after being ill for a period of time, said that God came to her in visions and dreams and described how he would call up his true believers so that they would not have to experience the tribulation, which was not what church doctrine had taught. This was never heard before she said it, shortly after Darby began preaching dispensationalism. Now, he would claim it was nothing about her, even though her testimony was published in papers. He would say it was his study of the Bible and revelation from God, but the timing certainly is interesting. Lastly, for as much as they use the Bible for a shield for everything and claim the Bible says, you would think they would have read it. Matthew 24:36 says, no one will know the day or the hour. So all of that being said, I would love to know what everyone's having for breakfast on Wednesday.